Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rook again coming at you. I want to talk about the continuation of the Marcos Pizza process. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the process of acquiring a franchise, Marcos Pizza franchise joint. And right now, in the process, we got a sort of like a pre-approval letter from the underwriter that's going to lend the money for the construction, the grand opening, everything for to get me started in Marcos Pizza. So right now the overall loan is going to be for $400,000. I was under the impression that I only had to secure a loan for $350,000. So that was a surprise for me. However, the extra money that is left over will just go into my business account, and it'll stay there, because you never know what you're going to need, how much money you're going to need, and when you go into business. So it's sort of like a catch-22. I'm happy that I would have some extra money. All right. The next thing is the loan is for 10 years. Is at about 6.5%. It's going to be about 6.5% for 10 years, and I got to pay 20% down. So 20% of $400,000 is $80,000. Okay, already paid an initial fee of $25,000. So that counts towards that $80,000. So I would owe them at the closing table approximately about $55,000. All right, to equal that 8, plus all of the other fees. The other fees include the actual commercial real estate broker that works for me, that's going out, and I'm sorry, not the commercial real estate broker, but the actual financial broker that I got, that goes out and he actually finds the loans for you. So that person is charging a 1% fee. So that's going to be 1% of $320,000 is going to be about $3,200. I got to pay that at the table, at the closing table, as well as the Small Business Administration. They have actually a couple of fees. They're kind of expensive. So right now they got a $7,000 fee that you have to pay, and also a $2,000 fee. All right. What the Small Business Administration does, they insure that loan up to a certain amount of money. So they charge a fee to do that, and that's that $7,000. And the other fee is just a filing fee of, I think it's like $2,000. However, as I am a veteran, disabled veteran, so I'll get a deduction on that. I'm in the process of now of submitting the paperwork. We got a DD 214 for all veterans out there. Submit that paperwork, and they're gonna knock some of that down. I got to contact the VA to make sure that they knock down the amount that they should. Okay, so in this process, I'm not on any kind of time. I'm not trying to do this thing in a hurry. So I go step by step, methodically, contacting each agency, finding out the real deal for myself, what I need to do in this process. And I suggest that whoever goes into business do the same thing. But that's a good news story. So I got like a pre-approval letter, and what that is an intent for me to go out and find a location, and once I find the location, I could come back, and then we start putting the actual deal together and get a date when the construction and everything will be completed, and so we can go ahead and finalize the loan. So that's a good news story. And once again, this I thank God so much. It's just a humbling experience to know that you walking on this earth, period, and to know that you blessed by God. And I'm telling you, once you find out what you was put on this earth to do, you step into those blessings, and you take one step in front of the other, and always, and always be encouraged, be strong in what you're doing. You're always gonna have some days, some bad days. You're gonna have some good days, but you gotta be strong. You gotta be encouraged, and you gotta have faith that God wants you to do this. This is what drives me. This is what wakes me up in the morning. This is what wake me up at 2 o'clock in the night. And it's not all about following the money. That's the other thing. It's all about what God put in you, and it's going to come out. It's going to come out what God put in you, or if it doesn't come out, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. So, just to wrap up a little bit what I said, we do have the pre-approval letter from the bank where we are pre-approved for about $400,000. Of course, I got to pay 20% down on that. The loan is going to be 10 years at about 6.5%. So about 6.5% or 6.25%. Okay. So once again, if I could do it, you could do it. Coming at you, this Rook. Matter of fact, the day is the 14th, I think. It's a Friday, July. So